Put you device down? No, put your device down. All right, Josh Martin, if you're going to criticize people based on English, you better get your shit, you better spell check your shit before you tweet it, man. The voice actor of Boo has been going on a pretty bad tirade recently. This started a few days ago, and I know a lot of people have already covered this, but I feel like no one really made the correct points against this guy. Like, obviously people pointed out how much of a douchebag he is, and that's good on them, but there were a few things that this guy said that were so hypocritical and counterintuitive, and none of the YouTubers that I watched actually covered this in their video. I'm just going to cover it right now before I forget, but we're going to take a look at all these tweets here. One of Josh Martin's biggest weapons against people who criticize him, people who want to have a conversation with him, is insulting their English, right? Insulting their ability to speak, to articulate themselves, I guess type in this case. And it's kind of funny because I feel like no one has pointed all of the spelling errors that Josh Martin has made himself. So I'm no grammar Nazi, right? But I'm fighting fire with fire. If he wants to discredit people based on their grammar and spelling, we should do the same to him, right? For example, right here, if we read this conversation, so this person is criticizing him for telling someone to walk off, the flat earth, and he's trying to justify it by saying, oh, the earth isn't flat, so it wasn't an actual, request for that guy to go commit suicide, right? So, I mean, that conversation isn't really that relevant right now, but for now, I just want to point out what he said right here. So this person said, yes, you did. Walk off the edge of your flat earth is basically telling him to die. Stop making excuses, right? So this was his response, right? Put you device down, exit your parents' home, and learn to properly comprehend. Put your device down. That's what you should have wrote. So you're telling people to learn how to properly comprehend what you're saying, and you are criticizing people based on their spelling and grammar, yet you can't spell for shit yourself. Put you device down? No, put your device down. All right, Josh Martin, if you're going to criticize people based on English, you better get your shit, you better spell check your shit before you tweet it, man. I mean, it's just kind of funny how you're going to criticize people based on their speaking and articulation, especially in a text format, and you are making the same mistakes yourself. Not like anyone should be criticized for their grammar or spelling. A lot of people may have disabilities, they may be a little bit younger, or they might not even have English as their, initial language, their native language. So don't discredit people's arguments and opinions based on their writing. It just makes you look like a fucking asswipe. So anyways, let's go through these tweets. So Go Shell Zen has been doing a lot of good reporting on the situation, so I definitely recommend following them. I've actually covered some stuff that they said in previous videos as well. A big shout out to him. So he was saying some stuff about Josh Martin and some of the things that he was saying. And let me just read through some of these. Best thing is another troll bombing in comedy. Take a poll. You don't want drama. It's obvious since your blocked finger got jumpy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's trying to condemn people for blocking him, even though all the people that he's fighting for, including Monica Real, goes on a blocking spree on everyone. So it's kind of hilarious. Yeah, oh yeah, here's the tweet that they were talking about earlier. Walk off the edge of your flat earth. So he defended that joke by saying, oh, you know what? The earth isn't flat, so I wasn't actually telling that person to commit suicide. But just because something isn't possible doesn't mean that your intent wasn't what you initially said. For example, it is almost impossible or really hard to drown in the Dead Sea, correct? But if I tell somebody to go walk into the Dead Sea, you can't say that my initial connotation wasn't to go tell that person to go drown. You know what I mean? Just because it's really difficult for them to drown in the Dead Sea, that doesn't mean that my intention wasn't to say go drown. So I still think his intention was to say to that guy to, commit suicide by falling off a large height, but he's going to try to defend it and be like, oh, it was a metaphor. So, I mean, very mature, I guess. Another thing I wanted to point out that no one has really pointed out on YouTube, the people who are covering this situation, is notice how he wants everybody to understand his jokes. He talks about their ability to not properly comprehend things, right? Yeah, right over here. Learn to properly comprehend. Yet whenever people also make metaphors against him and then they explain what they meant, he literally doesn't agree. And he'll spin it whatever way he wants to. So he'll see conversation the way he wants to, but he gets mad when other people do it. For example, this person said, listen to him. He has experience in exposing himself to strangers. So, I mean, obviously, it's a joke. It's like it doesn't have any actual evidence that Josh Martin has exposed himself to strangers. It was a joke. This person even claimed that, they were just doing it to lighten the mood. And then he gets extremely butthurt and says, false accusations of public indecency? Wow, I can't believe what garbage you are. So, I mean, yeah, it was an insensitive joke, I guess, and it was a bit of an accusation to his character, I guess, especially considering the times we are right now with Vic Mignogna getting accused. But you are telling everybody, oh, I didn't tell that guy to commit suicide. It was just a metaphor based on blah, blah, blah. And so when this guy explains himself and says, oh, I'm just busting balls, it was just a joke. I didn't mean to actually, accuse you of public indecency. He doesn't want it, But, he's just he just gets angry about it, and he keeps trying to play the victim card and be like, oh, I'm the bad guy when I flip the script, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, I'm over here seeing tweets of him just randomly antagonizing people for no reason. This person tells him to stop making excuses, then he responds with an insult, exit your parents' home and learn to properly comprehend. For the record, exiting your parents' home wouldn't make you learn how to properly comprehend things better. Doesn't even make any sense. If you're gonna insult people, which you shouldn't, at least make sure your insults make sense. Like, come on. Then we have this post over here. I think it was a response to one of Dominique Sky's pictures. I mean, I'm assuming it's Dominique Sky because I can't see it because she blocked me for no reason, even though I never even tweeted at her, so that's kind of funny. So for the record, I'm not co-signing what this person is saying, right? I'm just gonna try to argue their points for just for the sake of playing devil's advocate, right? I know Chris Rager is in this conversation as well, and he's said some horrible shit, but that has been covered to death, so I really don't want to repeat too much. But basically, he was bringing fans' mothers into conversation for like no reason. The same thing with Ron Toy. You all remember I got really upset about that in that one video, but we'll try to move on from that. This has already been covered to death, so let's focus on Josh Martin over here. He says something about, you know, I guess Dominique Sky dressing like very skimpy or whatever. I don't co-sign what they said, even though I don't like Dominique Sky. I can't speak for this situation because I don't know what the picture was, and I don't know what this person is exactly trying to say. But look at Josh Martin's response. So this person spoke in a little bit of some broken English, some run-on sentences. Again, like I said in some other videos, they may have a mental disability, they may be a little bit younger than everybody else, or English might not be their native language, so you shouldn't insult people's grammar and spelling on Twitter or any social media for that matter. It's just not mature. It just makes you look like a fucking idiot, right? So Josh Martin says, please go butcher another language in which you are not fluent. I don't know what you look like, but your writing reminds me of a garbage disposal swallowing marbles. So, I mean, like a childish insult there, again, insulting someone's grammar, even though I literally showed you earlier. Maybe you should learn how to spell yourself, you fucking asshole. So anyways, notice how he says, I don't know what you look like. So that kind of suggests to me that he was probably about to make a personal attack right there too, like at that person's face or something like that, the way their nose looks or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you look like. So it's like saying, oh, I'm gonna insult your writing because I can't see your face, so that's like the next best thing. So I mean, you know, just very, very immature from these grown-ass voice actors, these grown-ass adults. They keep calling everybody teenagers and shit, yet they're the ones that behave like teenagers, insulting people's grammar and bringing their moms into it. I mean, they sound like 9-year-olds on Xbox if you ask me, but anyways, let's move on. Again, they respond with some stuff, and then, you know, the conversation goes on. This person says, you know, something about what kind of person that they are. So look, again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know why people in YouTube videos didn't cover this, but does teacher let you use talk to text for tests? You will be in for a rude awakening on your ACT literature section. Better log off now so you can catch up again. You don't want to repeat freshman year again. Does teacher let you? Does teacher let you? Do you mean does your teacher let you? Again, you're insulting people's ability to write, their articulation, their ability to comprehend metaphors, their ability to just speak the English language as a whole, yet you yourself make spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes and omit words in response to them. Like literally right after you make fun of their grammar and say that their grammar is bad, you yourself are making grammatical errors, omitting words, spelling mistakes. Do you not see how big of a fucking idiot you look like right now, Josh Martin? It's so stupid. Again, not co-signing what this person is saying. I don't have enough context on the situation because I can't even see the original picture. However, you are insulting someone based on their grammar, but it looks like you need a few grammatical lessons yourself, Josh Martin. And then this person confirms my suspicion by confirming that they're pretty young. Can this get any worse for these voice actors? I mean, it's been a while since I've covered some things that voice actors have said, because, you know, Famous doesn't count as a voice actor, neither does Mars Girl. We're back on the voice actor tirades, and it's getting bad for these guys, man. Like, just look at how stupid this person looks right now. You're insulting someone's grammar, yet you have grammatical errors in almost every tweet that you make in response to these people. Man. Like, you look so dumb right now, but I'm just gonna end it with that. I don't want to make too many personal attacks myself. I don't want to stoop to their levels, but it's just kind of funny how you insult people's grammar, you bring their moms into it, yet you question people's age. You know what I mean? Like, weird to question people's age when you do that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want to see more on this situation, which I'm sure you guys do. I'll keep updating you as the situation develops. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.